Hi guys, so today I have a new video for you. In this video I wanted to do soft spoken instead of whispered, so I hope that it's not going to be too loud, and maybe if it's kind of too loud you can turn down the volume a little bit, but I don't know if it will be necessary. But in this video I wanted to show you my bronzer, blushes and highlighter collection. I don't have that many of those products. I don't have like an insane amount, but I still wanted to kind of share it with you. It's actually, I'm kind of inspired by a video that I saw of Winifred. Her channel is ASMR Cat Eyes, because like she often also does like videos with like that are makeup related, or like with makeup collections and things like that. I was really like watching her videos, so it's kind of inspired by that, and also inspired by other like ASMR makeup videos that I've seen in the past. I definitely like watching them a lot because I also do like makeup, so that's why I think it's like a nice combination. Yeah, so I wanted to show you my blushes, highlighters and bronzers today. I maybe in the future will also like do a lipstick video, because I also like lipstick type of videos, like lip glosses and lipsticks, so maybe I will do that as well in the future, but I'll see, but it's probably gonna like be a video in the future, so yeah. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna get started. I'm just gonna start with the bronzers because I only really have one bronzer, so I have like one like bronzer and also one bronzer and like a palette and like this little palette over here, but I only really have like one actual bronzer, which is the Essence Sun Club bronzer, and it's a shimmer bronzing powder, and it's in the color Suntanned. As you can see the back, it has like a nice pink sticker on the back, which I think looks like really like summery and nice. And this is actually like a bronzer for darker skin. No, as you can see, I'm not very dark, I'm pretty pale. So for me this is this would maybe be kind of like not suitable because I don't have really dark skin. I'm very pale, so but this is basically because I got it from somebody else that has like a bit of a darker skin tone, and they didn't use it anymore, so that's why I have it in like the darker skin tone version. But it actually is not like super extremely dark. I can maybe open it. It is broken, the lid, so yeah. That's like something that I find with like drugstore products, that like the packaging kind of break sometimes, but yeah, if I swatch it, I can maybe swatch it. You can see I've already used it a lot. I have a huge pan. Yeah, it's not even really dark, and mainly if you like blend it out, it definitely isn't super dark, so I think it works for me. And mainly if you use like a fluffier brush, kind of blend it out, definitely doesn't look too extreme. So yeah, I feel like with bronzer, you just kind of have to see what color like works the best for you and what color you like to use. Cause some people like to use like darker colored bronzers, and or like to have a bronzer that's more natural. So yeah, I think you kind of have to see what works the best for you. Yeah, this one is definitely one that I personally like. So yeah, I'll just put it back in my drawer. And then I can maybe go over to the palette, in which I also have a bronzer. This is actually the Strobe Highlight Palettes, or like Highlighter Kits palette. It's from New Look. It's like a nice silver, or like kind of a grayish packaging. It says, highlight like a pro to catch the light and define your features. So yeah, put it on the back. It's like a sticker with some like information. So this is what it looks like. Again, just like the plastic. It doesn't have a mirror or anything, but it does have those 3 shades. I personally like this palette a lot for traveling, because you just have like one palette. It's also like a plastic palette, so it's just like, it's not like a delicate packaging or anything. It's just like a handy thing to take, just very light, very nice. And this is another shade that I would use as a bronzer, so again, I don't know if it's that. It's again like not super dark, so it also works nice for me. I think it's kind of lighter than the Essence one. It's a little more natural. And then this is like a shimmery powder that I would just use as a face powder. So if I go somewhere like on vacation or whatever, or if I go on like a little trip, I always take this and I just use it as a face powder. It is kind of shimmery, so if you don't like that, you probably shouldn't use it, but I think it's mainly supposed to be used for like strobing, because it also says like strobing highlighting kit, but I think I just use it all over my face. And this is like color that I would use as a highlighter. It's not a very like extreme highlighter, but it's definitely has some shimmers, so yeah, I like this one as well. I think the colors are like nice, and it's really just handy to take this when you're going somewhere, so yeah. And then I can maybe go over to my other palette that I have, because I also have another like highlighter palette. And you can see my setup, but this is the Sleek highlighter palette. It's kind of hard to show you because like you're going to see something anyway, but it's just like a golden shiny like packaging. It's obviously like a mirror kind of, and over here it's like really bright. It says like the colors, so like the names of the products. This is the highlighter palette in the color Solstice or something. I don't know how to pronounce that word here. I don't know. But it has 4 highlighters in here in the colors Ecliptic, Hemisphere, Subsolar, and Equinox. And so like I said, it is by Sleek. It also says that over here in like letters and like texture. And it actually does have a mirror inside. But yeah, this is what it looks like. It has 4 like really pretty highlighter colors. This is like a cream one, so yeah. Now you don't really see it properly, but it's actually really pretty. I don't use cream one that's actually because I just don't like using cream products that much, but maybe I should, but I just feel like it's always kind of greasy or something, I don't know. And then I also have the yellow one, which is really pigmented, and the pink and like the orangey one. Those 2 are kind of like baked, I guess, but as you can see, they are like very pigmented. So yeah, I'll see if I have like a wipe here. Can like wipe off the product. Okay, my fingers are like all shimmery, but okay. I'll wash them like after the video. And it actually also came with like a brush in here, but I took it out because I don't know, I just don't really like using those brushes, so yeah. That's that palette. Definitely a nice, really beautiful palette. A little annoying to show you because it like has a mirror, so it's kind of annoying to like show you videos because you're gonna see everything like reflecting in it, so yeah. But I think then I can maybe go over to some other highlighters that I have, since this is obviously a highlighter palette. I also have a highlighter by MAC. I have Soft and Gentle, which is not called a highlighter. MAC doesn't call it a highlighter. MAC actually calls it a mineralized skin finish. But it's just like a highlighter basically. You can just like open it up, and it's like a magnet type of thing. In it, so yeah. That's what it looks like. It kind of looks like that one highlighter from Sleek, but I think this one is kind of more like earthy than like the other one is more like a kind of orangey almost. But this is obviously also really pretty highlighter. So yeah, I can wipe it off again. I definitely personally like to use highlighters that are very like pigmented. So yeah, this is definitely a really beautiful one. But this one you can definitely also kind of put on a little more softly if you just do like with like a fluffier brush. It can be applied a lot more like soft. But it's definitely a really beautiful highlighter. And then I also have this highlighter by Catrice, which is like a German brand, I believe. And this is the High Glow Mineralizing Highlighting Powder. And this is just like a drugstore highlighter, but I also do like the packaging a lot, so you're like nice and like simple. Also kind of has like a bit of like a around the lid, because it's kind of like a baked highlighter. The MAC one is also like a baked highlighter, obviously. And it looks like this. It's like a silver edge here. And this is in the color Light Infusion 010. And this is definitely kind of a more natural highlighter, but it still is very, very pretty. I think this shade kind of would like work for a lot of people, because it is kind of like a very neutral shade, but it's definitely really, really pretty. So yeah. Then I have another highlighter, which actually isn't really a highlighter, but it's this cream eyeshadow by Calvin Klein. And I actually just said that I don't like to use cream products as a highlighter, but I actually do use this one sometimes, even though I don't really like it that much, but it's just because I've had this product for so long and I'm trying to like use it up. That's kind of why I'm like using it as a highlighter, because as an eyeshadow I think it's pretty, but I don't use it as much. But I really kind of want to try and use this product up, because I've had it for like a long time, and yeah, it's kind of like the reason why I use it as a highlighter. This is like from Calvin Klein, and it's in the color Snakeskin Silver. It's a Tempting Glitter Sheer Cream eyeshadow, so yeah, because it's quite sheer, I don't use it as an eyeshadow that much, but I think for a highlighter it kind of works better. But yeah, so it looks like that. Just like a really simple, kind of warm product, and it has kind of like a little bit of a sponge type of thing in here. I don't know why. I think it's to like protect the eyeshadow or something. And then I actually have another eyeshadow that I use as a highlighter. This is the Essence eyeshadow. It's completely chipped off the packaging. That's with Essence products, I often see that like the packagings are kind of bad quality, because you often like the text like chips off or the packaging breaks. And again, this one, it's also broken. And you might see like the dark pink color here, but that's because I sprayed like some water on it, and I used like a small brush as an eyeshadow. Actually, I still use it as an eyeshadow sometimes as well, but that's why it has like the color, because it got water on there. So yeah, but it's broken, and even this whole thing is like broken off. And this is in the color 03 Rosy Flamingo. So this is actually like a really pretty color. Maybe swatch it. You can see it's very, very pigmented actually. It kind of looks like that pink color that I have in my Sleek palette, but I think this one is still like slightly different. Yeah, I also like to use this one because it's very, very pretty. I'm gonna use my wipe again. And now the last thing that I have left are my blushes. I only have 6 blushes, and but I definitely do like the ones that I own. 2 of them I've had for like a really, really long time, but I'm talking like 5 years or something. So that's like quite long. A lot of other makeup I've also had for like a few years, but I don't really like to throw things away, like if it still works, and if it's not gone bad or anything. And if I just like to just keep it and still keep on using it. I know there's people that probably find that really gross, or throw their makeup away like after 6 months or whatever, but I just don't do that. I just think I'm just gonna keep on using it until it's like gone bad or till it's empty. So yeah, but 2 of them are a lot older, and like the other 4 I've actually bought, I think, over like the past 4 months or something, 4 or 5 months, maybe a little longer actually, maybe half year or something, I don't know. So I think I'll just start with the oldest one. This is actually my first ever blush that I bought, and you cannot even see the brand anymore, but it's actually the Essence Soft and Gentle or something. No, that's a MAC product. The Essence Silky Touch blush. If I can't turn it in the light, I can see it. I can still see like where the letters used to be, but yeah, it's the Essence Silky Touch blush in the color 20 Baby Doll, which also this label is just like really kind of gross. But again, the packaging is broken, obviously. But it's like a really, I've also used it a lot, obviously, because it's all pan that I've hit. But this is a really pretty, just like simple pink color. You don't really see that much. Yeah, I kind of tell. It's kind of like a pinkish color, just pretty simple, pretty basic. But I do like this color a lot still to this day. I still only really use blushes in this color, kind of. You'll see with the other ones, they also have like similar colors. Besides like 2 of them are kind of like different, but most of like the other 3 are like the same color range. So even though this blush is like, I think like I think I'm like 5 years old. Not even really sure. But yeah, I still actually like it. I still use it, so yeah, I'm just gonna hold on to it because I do like it. And it's also like the first blush that I ever bought, so that's also kind of a little sentimental or whatever, I don't know. And then another blush that I think I bought like around the same time that I bought the other one is this one by H&M, which actually has held up a lot better. The packaging, it's not broken, it still works. The only thing is that over here you can see that normally packaging here, just like a little bit of like there's like nothing here, so normally there's supposed to be like a plastic thing here that clicks into it, but that broke off, so it doesn't really do that anymore. But it's still kind of like the packaging here, this is also like open, so it still kind of clicks around like this here. I don't know, kind of still clicks closed. I mean, kind of still clicks. So it is closed. It's closed right now, but it doesn't really open. So it doesn't really matter that the thing is like broken. But this is actually the blusher. It's like an H&M blush in the color 18 Sweet Rose. And this is H&M doesn't even have these packaging anymore. I believe they have already made other packagings right now. But this is like kind of the same blush as the Essence one, but just slightly more on like the, it's kind of more cold toned and has like kind of very light silver shimmer in there. I don't know if you can even see it. And obviously I've also hit the pan, but yeah, it's also kind of darker than the Essence one. But yeah, definitely like a nice blush, still in my opinion. I still use this. So yeah. I actually have 2 other blushes by Essence, which are both new ones. So those are the new Essence blushes. And I bought those, I think maybe like 6-7 months ago. So those are like, well, like a little while ago. But I have the Matte Touch blush. So they still have the Touch blush name thing. And right now, and I also have the Satin Touch blush. And the satin one is in the color 10 Satin Coral, and the other one is in the color 20 Bury Me Up. So I also like that the matte one has like black letters and the satin one has white letters. I think it definitely is a nice thing. Okay, so I had to stop the video for a little bit because my sister was like walking around, so it was kind of loud. but yeah, I'm gonna start with the matte touch one. So this was in the color 20 Bury Me Up, and this is, it says matte and super soft blush for a fresh look all day long. So yeah, I also definitely like the round, simple packaging. It's kind of like transparent also, like over here, so I definitely like that. And it has like a really beautiful like pattern on there. So yeah, it kind of reminds me of like Givenchy actually. But this blush, it's kind of like, yeah, I don't even know what type of color this is. It's very similar to the other two as well. Kind of like a pinkish, peachy, coral type of color. I don't really know. The name is Bury Me Up. I don't really think it's like that much of like a berry color, because if I think of like berry colors, I think kind of like purple, like reddish purple shades, but this is obviously not that color. But I don't know, maybe it's kind of like a raspberry or something. I mean, even though raspberry would be more bright, but I don't know. It's definitely a nice blush. So yeah. And then I also have the Essence Satin Touch blush in the color 10 Satin Coral, which I don't think this is a coral shade. I think the other one looked more like a coral shade. This is definitely more of like an orangey peachy color. But yeah, this one, the other one was obviously a matte blush, but this one has a little bit of like a shimmer in there. It has kind of like a gold, very very soft shimmer. It also has like a nice pattern again in there. If you swatch it, it definitely is like a very very warm blush. But this is very subtle and nice. Definitely like this one a lot as well. It's definitely kind of unlike my other blush colors that I have, but yeah, I do like it a lot as well. And then another one of my favorite blushes is the Sleek blush, and I actually only got this one like maybe about a month ago. And this is the blush in the color Rose Gold, which is obviously a very famous blush because it is said to be a dupe of NARS Orgasm. Yeah, this is the blush in the color Rose Gold 926. So yeah, it's even almost the same packaging as NARS, just like the matte black. Yeah, I definitely like the packaging on Sleek a lot. It also again has a mirror, which you can now see my other makeup. Has a mirror again, just like the other Sleek palettes, and the blush itself is also definitely quite orangey, but it's also kind of pink and golden, and it's like really kind of cool. It's a very very beautiful blush. It has very like a lot of pigmentation. It's really hard to show you on camera, but it's very very shimmery. It's kind of like, I think it's kind of more very like pink blush, kind of like the other Essence one that I showed you. Like the one from, it's kind of like this color, I guess, almost the same as this, or like as the other Essence blush. It's like this one, but then it has like more shimmer in it, and it has like a golden shimmer. It has a lot of shimmer actually. So yeah, I think definitely for summer it is a really really beautiful blush. So yeah, definitely like this one a lot. And I don't personally own NARS Orgasm, so I don't know if it's exactly the same color, but I've seen photos of it, and I've also seen NARS Orgasm in real life. I've like swatched it in like Sephora. But I think it's definitely like similar to it. So yeah, this is definitely a really beautiful blush. And then the last one that you could probably see throughout the whole video because it's like so high is this one, which is the I Love Makeup Blushing Hearts blush, and this is a triple baked blusher in the color Candy Queen of Hearts. It says that information on the back. And like the back is obviously like golden with like the pink letters, and then here you have a pink with the same like pink lettering and also like the heart shape. And this is obviously a dupe for the Too Faced heart blushes, because they also have packagings like this. They're like a cardboard, and I guess it's like kind of like a present almost. Yeah, this is what it looks like. has 3 colors, obviously, like it said on the packaging. And I usually always just like use these together. I just throw my blush and my brush like all over it. So if you kind of swatch it together, it is a very beautiful, like light pink shade. Kind of more of a cold toned pink, but very, very pretty. And if you like were to swatch them separately, this is what you would get. Mainly the other, like this one, is very, very like fuchsia almost. It's really hard to show you, but that's probably better, yeah. So yeah, definitely a really, really pretty blush in my opinion. I like the packaging a lot. I like the heart shapes. I like everything. I think it's definitely really, really nice. Yeah, maybe I can like open and close it. Yeah, very nice packaging. There's some powder in here, but those were actually all of my blushes and highlighters and bronzers. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you like the soft spoken aspects. So if you want me to do more soft spoken videos instead of whisper videos, I can do that. And yeah, if you're watching this during the day, then have a nice day, and if you're watching this at night, then good night, and then I'll see you in the next video. Bye!